What is up, guys? Blake Hawthorne, It's His Turf here. Today we're going to be meeting up with one of my lawn care crews, helping them out on some of their annual contracts. Alright guys, so it's January, so what we're doing with a lot of our lawn maintenance contracts is we're actually doing like trimming cleanups and trimming ornamental grasses, blowing off the roofs and gutters, and then any trimming that kind of got neglected, we're going ahead and touching all that up. Alright, so the great thing about these 12-month contracts is it allows us to do the services at the property at the best time of the year. So it allows us to be able to schedule stuff out into January, February, March that's not only giving us that yearly work, but then it's also giving us that annual revenue. This customer did call in last month. We were doing all of our cleanups, trying to get everything done for Christmas, and we just expressed to them that, you know, we would be out there next month, we would take care of all this stuff. And they were, you know, that line of communication, they were happy about that, and it worked out perfectly for us because that's when we're scheduling everything else. Now, there are some customers that are jumping the gun, having us come out and go ahead and trim crepe myrtles and do all that. This customer, we're actually going to be waiting on her crepe myrtles and her monkey grass until later on next month. The reason we're waiting on the monkey grass is because we're allowing the smaller ornamental grasses and the more delicate ones like our love grasses, our purple fountain grasses. We wait until closer to spring, so that way it keeps that insulation. That's another reason why we don't cut ours off at the ground, is because we are allowing for that, you know, that 12 to 18 inches to insulate the root system on these grasses. And then also, you know, they have those crepe myrtles. We could definitely go ahead and prune them now, but it's not the ideal best time of the year. Next month will be later on in the month, and so we have a lot of customers. We have to start our services in early February and run the entire month trimming crepe myrtles. All right guys, so little tip or trick that you can see is right here is our rakes. The fiberglass handles, they actually break. So our shop guy took a weed eater shaft and actually made it into a new rake. It's really sturdy, and so that was pretty neat. But yeah, right there. So old weed eater shaft turned in. It was bent. See where it's creased right here? He tried to straighten it up, and then now they make for some pretty good sturdy rakes. So in case you have a problem with your fiberglass rake handles breaking and you have some bent weed eater shafts, recycle them, put them to use, upgrade your rakes.
Stopped him on this first one because I didn't know.
Yeah.
He was like, he was low. I was like, oh.
Yeah. So, all right. So these right here, the Adagio. What we'll do is we'll come in and trim them right in. We'll come in and trim the Adagio right in here, and then the pampas grasses will come in and cut right in here. So we're taking about 2/3 of the top off.
Oh, pretty much just.
So. Yeah, you'll take it down just a little bit below that and clean up some of that dead and stuff out of it, but yeah. And then these right in there, and then over here on the zebra grasses, let's take down to about 12 inches tall. So the two zebra grasses.
We started cutting this one.
Well, let's take these on down a little further. Let's go to about 8.
Like right here.
Yeah, let's do that. So
We started cutting right here, and I was like, I don't know.
yeah, no, because these right here, they don't have, there's not a whole lot to them, you know? So let's take them on down to about 8 inches tall, and then those two both to about 8 inches, and then the pampas grass about 18 inches, and then the other one's about 12 inches. So I brought a strap in case y'all want to put around them, and so you want to do this one first? Yeah. Alright guys, so I just took the back side of a ratchet strap. I'm going to take this hook, put the strap through it once I go around it, and just cinch it down and trim them off. is it?
Well, so there's a lot of dead in that pampas. The strap actually came off. They're grabbing the tarp. We're gonna rake it over onto the tarp, get it put on the truck. But getting this trimming done, we had to get the ladder back here to reach the top of these bushes. They're gonna finish pruning those, and you know, we'll touch these up, and then, you know, the only thing that we'll have left to do on this property for the year is going to be, there's some monkey grass up there. Monkey grass is a little more delicate, so we're not actually trimming it back until February. I don't consider that under our ornamental grasses, but it very much is. Crepe myrtles we won't prune until February. We will go ahead and touch up all these bushes. We may do a little bit of tree pruning in here. Come in here and get some dead limbs like that off the trees. But get all this stuff wrapped up, and this is what we're doing for all of our contracts. So everybody that's on a 12-month contract, we push these to the end, and then next month is when we're going to start freshening up all the mulch.
Well, guys, that was a lot of fun meeting up with the crew today. I really hope you enjoyed, you know, just seeing how we do things, the kind of the trick with the strap and being able to clean up all of the debris. You know, it doesn't always work. We saw it fail out there on the job today. That's just part of it. We grabbed a tarp, cleaned it up, and got everything taken care of. But I hope that it maybe showed you a way of doing something, and then also I hope that you know, kind of saw what services we're offering to push that work out through these winter months when work's slow. All right, guys, if you'd like to hear more about our 12-month contracts and how we do our upselling for those, and just the math behind it, how we break it down where any of my guys could literally place a bid, whether it's for an annual contract or if it was just for the, you know, like a one-time service, be sure and check out course 2 of the playbook that we'll be doing on January 24th at 6 p.m. We are going to break it down to a science. There's a lot of free documents we're going to be giving away with this. Our 12-month contracts, our bid sheets, and our 8-month service agreements. So if you're looking to do that and add it to your services, I highly recommend it. As you've heard in some of my other videos, the first year that I actually started pushing my annual contracts, I was able to go from about $3,000 a month in revenue in months of January, February, March, to almost $10,000 a month in revenue, because I just educated my customers, showed them the services, the best time of year to do those services, and we scheduled everything out evenly, and then we gave them a levelized bill, and it worked out great. So if you're looking to do that for your company, and if you want to break it down to a science to figuring out so there's no more guessing with your bids, be sure and check out course 2. I'm gonna leave a link down below so that you can go on and register. It'll be $30, but I promise you it's gonna be full of a ton of information, live Q&A, and you're gonna be getting a bunch of free documents as well. Guys, if you wanna be interactive with my channel, please do. I do appreciate your support. Go ahead and give it the like, leave a comment down below. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and you know, be sure and hit the little bell. God bless, and find somebody to just help today. Find somebody to go out, love, spur on, and yeah, let's do this.